In the middle you have the battle button, which is going to send you into a battle. To the right you can choose the battle mode. Regular is 7 versus 7, no special powers, no anything, and it counts towards your stats. Rating, it doesn't count towards the stats. All that changes is that it's going to show here that you have more battles, but otherwise average damage and XP and everything isn't going to be affected. And then to the right you have currently it's skirmish, but in general it's fun game modes. They really don't count towards the stats, but you can still farm experience and credits. They change every few days. Every time it's something different. Funky gravity or superpowers and revivals, stuff like that. That's about it. Here, boosters to the left of the battle button. You can also follow what I'm doing. You see these indicators, what I'm touching, what I'm pressing. You can install boosters or uninstall them. They give you more experience, free experience, gold and everything. Top left you have your profile. If you press on your avatar you can change it. There are various ways to get avatars when you do achievements, progress in events, and if you play battles, more of them are going to unlock. Some of them you can buy or get for free. Here you can see your stats, the most important ones. Here it's your rating performance, which resets every 3 months or 1 month. Seasons last 1 and 3 months alternatively. You can see your position in the top and your seasonal performance. My performance is absolute garbage because I was desperate to farm something for events. Here you can see medals which you got in battles. The most important ones are shown first. And here the clan. I'm in a clan of my own pretty much. These are the news. You can tap on them and be well. Details are going to appear. Feed, then notifications. Here it shows what I've done. I've opened a bunch of boxes, and it also shows your last results in battles. You can tap on them and see details. Tournaments I don't really play. If you have tournament activity, it's going to appear here. Here, tech trees. In the beginning you are going to get a bunch of free tanks, tier 1. They are from tier 1 to 10. The higher the tier, the harder it is to get, and the better the tank. Tanks fight against other tanks of minus or plus 1 tier or the same tier. So tier 8 for instance fights tier 7 and 9 only. And you have various nations. So yeah, there's a lot to unlock. And there are 4 classes of tanks. Heavy tanks, which are slower, more armored, and have certain roles, each of them. Medium tanks, which are faster and have pretty much medium armor, worse than heavies on average, but better than lights. They fire faster, they can do more damage more quickly, generally. And then you have light tanks, the most mobile ones and the least armored. And finally, tank destroyers, which many of them don't have a turret. So the gun only goes to the left and right just a little bit. There are some that do have turrets, they generally have the strongest guns, and you play them by sitting oftentimes more in the back, although there are exceptions from the rule. For instance, this is a heavy tank with almost no armor, but it's still a heavy. But in general, these characteristics apply to the classes of tanks. If you tap on the bottom right part of the screen, this thing is going to appear. Here you can choose to see only tier 5 tanks, for instance, only tier 7s, only tier 7 premium tanks. Yeah, the ones that appear with golden letters and this sign. For instance, 3 of these lines is a heavy tank, 2 of them is a medium, and so on. Yeah, so premium tanks make more credits per battle. Credits being these coins over here. Yeah, up here. And that's about it. Also, yeah, that's all pretty much. In order to, and there are also collector tanks. Some of them, or maybe all of them, also make credits, more credits than your average normal tank of the same tier. So these are tech tree tanks, which can be bought with credits, and premium tanks with gold, or you can get them from various events. Generally, there are a lot of events, so you won't be, if you play for a while, you are going to get a premium tank. They are good for farming money, which you can use to buy the tech tree tanks and equipments upgrades. Up here you also have it shows whether you have a premium account or not. Premium account gives more credits and experience for each battle. It's like 50% bonus, I believe, or yeah, that's about it. You can also watch ads, 5 of them per day for 50 gold, and 2 more ads to get a box. You can get roughly 18,000 gold per year just by watching ads. And you also have a bunch of boxes that containers, I mean, that you can get for free every once in a while. So in the top right corner, it's the shop, the store. Most of these things you can get for real money and gold, and there are loads of offers and currencies of every possible kind that you can get. They are meant to bamboozle you and to confuse you and to make you feel that you're missing out, and they are also made to make you make mistakes and buy uncontrollably everything. So you are going to have to get used to the types of currencies. Maybe if you want to buy something from here, some offers are garbage. They can trick you if you're a beginner. Some of them are slightly better. Yeah, sometimes you can buy things both for real money or for gold. Sometimes it's the same offer, sometimes there are certain differences. Okay, and if you scroll down, you can also tap on the left side here, this bar, to quickly scroll up and down, or you can just scroll normally. You have gold for ads here, and then if you go a little bit lower, you can buy these tanks if you play a lot in rating mode, but it takes a long time to get the resources. Here you have watch ads for 20 minutes of premium account a day. You are limited to one ad for premium account and for 5 ads for gold. Each ad for gold gives 10 gold. Small container, it refreshes like 3 times a day for free, and then you can buy it a few more times for money. It's decent to open, but nothing spectacular. Then big container, it refreshes every 3 days, I believe. I still have 14 hours to wait. You also have a small chance of getting a premium tank, but you can forget about it because the chance is really low. Huge container refreshes once every week, and again a small chance to get the tanks, but I've never gotten anything, obviously. And then video container, it's also good to watch videos, and you can get one of these a day. You can watch like 2 videos per day for this thing, and that's about it for the free stuff that you can get. On the left side, here you have daily missions. They give keys, as you can see, 12 keys each mission, in order to open these containers over here. If you finish all missions, you get all the containers. You get as many of them as missions you finish, pretty much. Weekly reward, if you finish quite a lot of missions over a few days, you get these containers, which are decent enough, but again, you're not missing much if you don't get them. Here you have missions for the battle pass. It changes every month. You can do missions and collect things here. These are the free ones in the top row, and then below the locked ones you have to pay some money to get them. Our currencies differ. I have my own country's money, you might have your own country's money, so it's hard to tell you how much it costs because it differs from country to country. And they unlock the second week of the month. These ones are going to unlock, and you can also choose which one to work on. You can have only 1 week active at the same time, and currently only 1 week is available because it's the first week of the month. And here you have clan missions. It says here you need 2,100 of these medals or whatever they are, tokens, to unlock all the levels, and you can only finish if you are in a good clan, and there are very few good clans in the game nowadays. If you get only 150 of these badges or whatever they are, you unlock the second level reward, and you also need to finish 7 missions every week in order to be able to collect everything, because if you don't contribute, you won't get the rewards even if the clan unlocks them. So you have to do a little bit of work. You can't be a complete freeloader. So it says win 1 battle in platoon. It gives 2 badges. The harder missions give more badges, or they are not necessarily harder. It depends on what you like to play and everything. For instance, you might have an easier time getting 4,200 XP than winning a battle in platoon, because winning a platoon battle means that you have to play with someone else, so it depends whether you like that or not. And then weekly missions, you have the whole week time to finish them, and you get more of these medals or badges, whatever they are. So that's about the clans. Here you have chat, a bunch of people, friends. You can also search people. Here, this is your clan tab. You can see details about the clan, such as number of members, victories, week's highest reward. What I showed you earlier, whether if the clan did a lot of missions, the reward was higher. If not, it's low. And then the supply level. All the clan members, all the experience they get in battle, it goes automatically towards the supply level. I mean, you don't lose any experience. You don't lose anything, but still, this number of total number of XP of the clan, it increases automatically. And the higher the supply level of the clan is, the better bonuses, the better and more bonuses you are going to get. Like if the supply level is 10, you get all these things for minus 10% cost when you buy them. It's nothing too extraordinary, but it's decent, better than nothing. But anyway, you're not missing much if you don't get minus 10% discounts. Now, when it comes to tanks, you have the crew tab here. You should just press on something and train, and then you can pretty much forget about these. They are slight bonuses to various tank characteristics. They aren't that important. And you can also accelerate the training using elite experience and maybe credits if you are willing to use, but you don't need to bother with this too much in the beginning. Elite experience, I didn't even know it existed until recently. That's how unimportant it is. You are not missing much if you don't bother with the crew skills. Then rank, this is garbage. You can pay money. If you get a lot of experience with a tank, you can pay money to increase the rank, but it doesn't do anything whatsoever. You only unlock 3 camouflages if you progress a lot. I mean these camouflages, but you need to pay a filthy amount of money just for camouflages and for your tank to be shown with a higher number, which means nothing. You have camo. By the way, unlike WoT on the computer, here if you unlock a camo for one tank, it's restricted to that one tank, so don't unlock the best camos for tier 1 tanks. I've made this mistake in the past, but I learned soon enough. Better a bit late than never. Consumables, you can buy them. And here's the button, auto resupply or not. I would say that auto resupply should also be active. It's by default activated because you don't want to bother to resupply manually after every battle. The repair kit, first aid kit, and this multi-purpose restoration pack are the most basic things. The first aid kit is free anyway, and these are quite cheap. I recommend you to always have them in the beginning at least. This thing, it's more expensive. Adrenaline, for instance, or engine power boost, they are more expensive and don't do that much. Even I feel like I cannot use them effectively. They are hard to use properly. You can activate them and then not do anything with them and lose money. Provisions, these ones, they are good. They increase the tank performance by 10%, 3%. They increase speed by 10% and so on. Some other tanks have other kinds of provisions. They are fairly good. They make a bit of a difference, but they they might be expensive for a beginner. Ammo, there are different kinds of ammo. Normal ammo, which is normal, and high explosive, they are always free, and there is also a premium type of ammo which can be bought, as you can see here, for 4,000 credits per shell, or you can also buy for gold, but you would have to be crazy to buy for gold, so make sure it's for credits. The premium shells generally have better penetration but slightly less damage. It's good to have some of them, but you might want to not have them if you don't have enough money. But at the same time, if you shoot normals and you cannot penetrate, you don't get any damage and therefore no credits. If you shoot premium and penetrate, you pay more for the shell, but you also get damage and you get a little bit of money back. If you miss a lot of premium shells, then tough luck. And yeah, tanks times 5 and times 2. For instance, this one, it's an anniversary tank. Every 3 months on the day you bought a tank, for instance, if you bought it on the 19th of March, April, May, June, on the 19th of June, you're gonna get an anniversary, and you can choose the anniversary tanks here, and you can play with them to get 5 times XP and 2 times credits. You also have 2 times XP boost for the first victory every day, and it resets twice a day. So it resets one time, and then after like 6 hours it resets again, and then it resets one more time after like I don't know, 18 more hours or so. So it's basically twice a day. You can catch it twice a day or once. So for the first victory you get double the experience for a tank, and it's good to use it if you want to farm all the tank lines at the same time. It's more effective in the long term, or you can play one single line of tanks at one time and get quickly to the tier 10. So from tier 1 to 4 there aren't many players there. Sometimes you get bots, other times you cannot load into battle because there's nobody playing. Tanks start being more serious around tier 5, I would say, and then from tier 7, 8 it becomes more serious, more interesting, at least for me. Or you might like the low tiers. For your first 5,000 battles in regular mode, you are going to get a noob matchmaker, in which you are going to play against players under 5,000 battles, and sometimes against literal bots, because you see sometimes tanks wiggling in a weird way, for instance, and it's obvious that they aren't real players. And then you are going to get matched against everybody else. But if you don't like the noob matchmaker, you can play in rating mode, which is available for tier 7 to 10 tanks, so you need to grind the tier 7 first, which isn't too hard. And also the fun game modes, you need a tier 5 or higher, and there is no noob matchmaker. Everybody plays the same thing. And you also have for regular and rating mode, encounter mode, and supremacy. Encounter, you have one base in the middle, and if one team captures the base, the team wins. And supremacy, where you have 4 bases, and both teams can capture them. You can also decapture, and whoever gets more capture points, whoever gets 1000 capture points first wins. Or you can also destroy all the enemy tanks to win. There are two ways of winning. Generally, it comes down to all the tanks dying, at least in Encounter. In Supremacy, sometimes victories are decided by base capture points as well. So here you have a platoon. You can invite people, search and invite. You can go here, profile of a player, and invite a platoon here in the top right side. Playing in platoon means that you get in the same team with the other player, and if one team has a platoon, the enemy team also has a platoon. You can platoon in teams of 2 or 3 people in any standard, regular, and fun modes. In rating mode, you cannot platoon. And for platooning, it can be good if you are having fun playing with friends or with someone else, or you can play in a coordinated way, or you can do clan missions. Sometimes even events require you to platoon. That's up to you to decide. I don't generally play in platoons. Here, tournaments, you can sign up. Sometimes you can sign up alone, other times you need a clan or a group of people. I don't generally play them. Here you have training rooms. You can create a room, name it, even put a password. You can choose the map or keep it a random map. And everything. You don't lose, from what I know, you don't lose money if you use premium ammo or consumables. You can also enter other rooms created by other people if you want to train or whatever. Sometimes there are unofficial fun games such as Humans vs Zombies, in which tanks chase one another and try to ram each other. Yeah, so you can do damage by shooting and ramming. Ramming means when your tank collides with another one, and the tank which has more weight and speed generally deals more damage to the other one. Oh, you also have equipments here. You can unlock them for money. And you have to choose, for instance, combat power, the first here, either gun rammer or calibrated shells. You can't have both of them at the same time. And yeah, you choose them based on which one is more suited for your playstyle, or which one is better for one particular tank. And you also get sometimes there are discounts for the price of buying a tank or for equipment prices, so you can wait for them. I am waiting for them. Here, camouflages. All these are the camouflages with an exclamation mark that I have, but are not used. I can use them on any tank. And as you can see, there are a lot of them. You can get them from Battle Pass for free, sometimes for money. And here, down here, common camouflages that you can get for money. They are for summer, winter, and desert. If you unlock this one, for instance, I unlocked it, I can mount it on every season, because some maps are summer, others desert or winter. And yeah, for instance, now if I get into a desert map, I'm going to have this camo in battle. If I'm matched into a summer map, I get this one. Camos generally give a bonus to concealment, but it's really small, so you can unlock them based on looks. If you like a tank to have a certain camo, go ahead and unlock it. They have the same concealment values. Anyway, on this screen you also have all kinds of events. Draws, for instance, you pay gold and gamble and you get rewards with these chances. Sometimes it's good to play a little bit, other times it's not worth it. Seasonal pass, like I don't even know how to call this. You get some kind of currency from doing all kinds of things, and you are unlocking tanks and modules for them. Yeah, it's complicated, it's a lot of everything. Here, then you have another pass, which I talked about. This thing here lasts for 3 months. Yes, I believe always for 3 months. Just like the rating battle seasons. And this one for... wait, this one for only 1 month. You also have other missions here, such as this one and this one. You can also swipe to see them. It says what you should do and what you can get. And I believe that's pretty much about it. Here you have settings. You can press on rank and then go here. See your tank's characteristics. If you have the tank chosen here, you can swipe down and see armor, view, range, concealment. I'm going to have to make another video for everything here. And then you can tap on the gun and see only gun characteristics. You can only see this view, which is less detailed. I say it's quite garbage. I look here, more details. You can tap on the turret and see mostly stats related to turret, engine and tracks. Yeah, so in order to unlock the next tank in the tier, you have to... For instance, I have this tank, and to unlock this one, the tier 9, I need a certain amount of XP. I also have certificates for research. You can get them in for free sometimes from random containers and whatnot. You can also use the XP to unlock modules for tanks. And yeah, here ranks, statistics for each tank. I played only in fun mode, so no statistics are shown. Subscribe if you like anything that I post on my channel.